Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Class 47 Peter YouTube channel. And in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at a new product that's been released by West Hill Wagon Works. And that product is some NEM pockets for Hornby Seacow wagons. Prior to the release of Hunt Couplings, the couplings I used in all my stock were tension lock couplings. The couplings I used varied. We had, for example, these couplings that you get with some Bachmann wagons that you just screw into place. There's also the same couplings here, but the coupling hooks are thicker, and also they use this little spring. These are the earlier couplings from Bachmann. You've also got these larger NEM couplings. You have the older style D couplings. You have these couplings which can just clip into place. You've got step couplings, and you have the slim tension lock NEM couplings. Now, the reliability with these couplings is not great, especially if you have uneven bits of track. That can cause problems, so can a mismatch of these couplings. And also, if you want to do push-pull services on your layout, like for example a DV2 on a set of Mark III coaches with, let's say, Class 87, if you want to do it so that the loco is propelling the train around the layout, it doesn't work, as I demonstrated in my review on the Hunt Couplings. And also, if you want to run your trains around the layout in reverse, it doesn't work either. So, the reliability of the tension locks are not great, to be honest. And also I do find, in my opinion, that these couplings, especially with these larger ones, they do tend to stick out a bit like a sore thumb. However, earlier this year saw the release of these, the Hunt Couplings. Now, the reliability with the Hunt Couplings is phenomenal. I mean, these couplings really are a godsend, and since they've come out they really have caught on, and they are far more reliable than the tension locks, because if you have uneven bits of track you get no derailments, and also you can do push-pull services. So if you use these Hunt couplings you're able to have push-pull services on your layout. And also, you can run your trains around the layout in reverse and you won't get any derailments. And you can still do shunting with the Hunt couplings as well. That's the reliability of the couplings, and since I've switched to these couplings I've not had any derailment trouble. However, the only items of rolling stock that I have in my collection that do not have Hunt couplings are the Hornby Seacow wagons. And there's a very good reason why these wagons do not have Hunt couplings. And that's because if I turn the wagon on its side, you can see that it doesn't have NEM pockets. Instead, what it has are these couplings that are screwed into place. The couplings themselves, they are moulded onto this piece of plastic, so they are essentially fixed couplings. So you've got the screw there that holds them in place on the bogie, and because of that they don't have NEM pockets. And up to this point there haven't been any couplings released for the wagons because they don't have NEM pockets. And it has meant up to this point these wagons have been sat in the drawer, not being run on the layout, because obviously these couplings are not compatible with the Hunt couplings. However, that's where this new product comes in, because West Hill Wagon Works, excuse my stuttering, have released these NEM pockets for the Seacow wagons so that we can fit the Hunt couplings onto these wagons. So I'm now going to fit one of these NEM pockets to the wagon, and I'm going to do this on camera. I'm only going to do the one just to show you how to fit the NEM pockets. So for this I'm going to need a screwdriver. And the screws are tightly in place. So there we go, the screw's out. The bogey does come out as well. And what I have noticed is that part of the coupling seems to be attached onto the ballast chute here. So we are going to need to cut that off. So here I've got these cutters. I'm just going to snip away at this bit of plastic like so, and then we can then remove the bogey. Now the only problem is the coupling. There we go. I thought then for a sec that the coupling wouldn't come out. So the coupling has now been removed. So what we need to do is we now need to fit the bogey back on and then fit the NEM pocket. So I'll open up the pack and we'll take out one of the NEM pockets. So here is the NEM pocket. And that will fit in place like so, as you can see. And then we just simply fit the screw back in place, and there we go. We have converted the couplings to the NEM pockets. That is a bit tight actually, so we'll loosen it up a bit so the bogey can swing around better. So we have gone from this coupling that's screwed in place, which is a fixed coupling, to this, a NEM pocket. So that now means we can now fit Hunt couplings to the model. So I'm going to fit the other NEM pocket to this wagon off camera. So now I'm going to fit some Hunt couplings, and the ones I'm going to be using are the originals, and these are the closed couplings. So I'm going to turn the wagon upside down to fit this. And so there we go. So that coupling is now in place. And the good thing with this is you don't just have to use Hunt couplings, because you can use other couplings which you can fit into these NEM pockets, so long as that they're couplings designed to fit into NEM couplings, into the NEM pockets I should say. So for example, you could use the slim tension lock couplings, you could even use the close couplings you get with the Mark IIIs, KDs, whatever couplings of your choice. As long as they will fit into NEM pockets, you can fit them into the NEM pockets for the Seacow wagons. So all of my Seacow wagons, all 7 of them, have now got Hunt couplings, thanks to the NEM pockets. Now I made a boo-boo when I ordered the pockets, because in each pack you get enough to do 2 wagons, so that's 4 NEM pockets in a pack. I only bought a couple, so I only really had enough to do, I think it was 4 wagons. So I had to order some more NEM pockets, but when I came to ordering some more, they were out of stock, so I had to wait for them to come back into stock. But they're all fitted with the Hunt couplings now, and so these wagons can now be pressed back into service on the layout. But before I do that, I'd just like to point out that when you screw the NEM pockets into place, don't tighten them up too hard, because otherwise the bogies won't be able to move around freely, so you'll then get derailments. So don't tighten them up too hard. So I've got the Seacow wagons running around the layout, and they're being pulled by the Helgen Class 33. The Seacow wagons are running very smoothly, and they have had their wheels cleaned because there was some right muck on them, I'll tell you. And they go around the corners perfectly with no derailment at all. And the Hunt couplings, they are as reliable as they always are. No derailment at all, especially on the bends, which is what we want to see when running trains. So it's great to have these wagons back into service. So that now brings me on to the end of this video of the NEM pockets from West Hill Wagon Works, and my conclusion is that they are a great product, because it means that you can convert your Seacow wagons to NEM couplings much more easily, because all you have to do is unscrew the original couplings and fit these NEM pockets by screwing them into place. Then you fit your couplings and off you go. So you convert it to stock far more easily with these NEM pockets. And also these NEM pockets, they'll take any coupling that will fit in NEM pockets. Hunt couplings, Cadies, even some of the NEM couplings that you get, the tension locks that will fit into NEM pockets. Any coupling that will fit into the NEM pockets, these NEM pockets will take. And so I highly recommend these NEM pockets. If you're converting your Seacow wagons to NEM couplings, then you know where to go for the NEM pockets. So highly recommend the NEM pockets from West Hill Wagon Works. So that's all we have time for in today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. As ever, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Feel free to post a comment. Don't forget to smash the like button. Check out all my other videos I have on the channel, and I'll see you again next time. But until then, stay safe and take care.